Hello and welcome to Lite episode number 7. I am Ashley Cortero and I am representing Holistic Health Marketplace. We are an all-natural vitamin and supplement store located in Ballston Spa, and our mission statement is simply to provide you with good, solid, quality products as you go on your journey toward health. Every week, I make an episode, and what I do is I take one of our products in our store and I talk to you about it. I go over the ingredients or what it does, why you should take it, and I do it in a way that anybody can understand. So if you are on a journey toward health and you have some questions, check out these videos because I go through lots of different kinds of vitamins and explain very clearly what they do for you. So next week, I'm going to be doing a video called If I Could Only Buy One Product. And that is for, let's say, maybe you're just starting out on this journey, or maybe you're not, and you just don't feel like spending any more money. And you say to yourself, look, I'm not buying all the stuff that you talk about. If I only needed to buy one thing, what would you recommend? That's my video for next week. I'm going to go over the one product we have in our store that I would tell you is step number 1, the place you want to start. If you're only going to get one thing, tune in next week and I'm going to tell you what that one thing should be. But this week, as you can tell, I'm recording in my bathroom. Why am I doing that? It's not because I'm using the bathroom while I'm recording, although that would be an impressive feat. No, I'm recording in the bathroom because today I'm talking about the stomach and the gut because probiotics. That is what I'm talking about today. So this week is spring break. For people who have kids that are in school, your kids have been home this week, and I don't know about your kids, but when my kids are home all day, all week, it gets crazy around here. They make messes. I don't even know how people can make so many messes. It doesn't matter. I clean a room, I get all excited. I turn away for 1 second. I turn back. It's a mess. They need more of my attention. They need more of my help, and it is exhausting. So, what does that have to do with probiotics? Absolutely nothing. I just wanted you to share my misery with me. So probiotics, I don't know if you remember, but about maybe 8 to 10 years ago, probiotics really hit the scene. Probiotics was the cool thing to be talking about. Remember when yogurt had its big comeback?
If you don't always take the time to eat right, Dannon yogurt is the right thing to eat. Dannon supplies many of the nutrients your body needs. And one taste tells you why our yogurt cultures were the ones that created a whole culture of yogurt lovers.
It seems like things in the natural health world only gain traction when the major media networks make it like the latest fad. I mean, people wouldn't otherwise be hearing about these things, so I guess that's the good side of making something a fad. But the bad side is, then it goes out of style, so to speak, and people forget all about it. Kind of like the makeup in the 80s. I think some things are better left to just being a fad and never returning. But probiotics is not one of those things. Probiotics were not discovered just 10 years ago. People have known for centuries and have discovered that what happens in the gut can affect a lot of other things. So what are probiotics? Probiotics, simply put, is good bacteria in your gut. Everybody has bacteria everywhere. You have good bacteria and you have bad bacteria. So we need more of the good bacteria. The problem with that is, unfortunately, a typical American way of living, we strip our gut of all its good bacteria. What we eat, the things that we put into our bodies, we tend to strip out all that good bacteria, and then we're left with just bad bacteria. Think bloating, irritable bowel syndrome, constipation, even certain skin conditions because of the buildup of bad gut bacteria. One of the ways that we strip our gut of the good bacteria is that we don't eat a lot of fermented food. Why? Maybe because it's gross? No, I'm just kidding. Well, I think it's gross. Like sauerkraut and just fermented foods, that has a lot of good probiotics in it, and now yogurt as well. The problem is yogurt is also full of sugar. And what does bad bacteria love to feed on? Sugar. I guess I'm bad bacteria because I love sugar too. So the sugar feeds the bad bacteria, and if you don't replace it with enough good bacteria, that's the issues we were talking about. The other thing that we tend to do in our culture that strips ourselves of good bacteria is the overuse of antibiotics. Now, the doctors have been learning in recent years that maybe we shouldn't have been prescribing antibiotics for every little thing the past 20 years. Why is that? Well, I'll tell you, for two main reasons. One, when you prescribe antibiotics for everything, those viruses mutate and they get used to the antibiotics, and the next thing you know, you have super strains of these illnesses that our antibiotics don't work on anymore. The other problem is that antibiotic is just that. Against biotic bacteria. Unfortunately, antibiotics do not know the difference between good bacteria and bad bacteria. They're kind of like stormtroopers. It just goes right in. Bah, 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 bah. Sometimes they're shooting their own guys, the good guys. Sometimes they're shooting the bad guys. Sometimes they're just missing and shooting everything around them. So those antibiotics are killing good bacteria as well as the bad ones. So it's a vicious circle. We're not eating enough foods high in probiotics, and when we do, like yogurt, it's filled with sugar, which just feed the bad bacteria in our bodies as well. And then we have the antibiotics that we just talked about. So we are combating so many things, and we're left with basically no good gut bacteria. That's why probiotics are so important to take. So probiotics, what they do is they mimic and do their best to be and act like good gut bacteria. If you ever read the back, the names are kind of funny, but there's two main strains of probiotics that you want to familiarize yourself with just so you don't panic when you read the back. And that is Lactobacillus and Bifidobacterium. Say that 3 times fast. So those are the two main strains that you're going to find in probiotics. That's just what's in those. We sell, and this is why I am talking about it, extremely high quality probiotics. No added sugars in it, and just a lot of different strains in here to help boost up your good gut bacteria. Now, I'm only going to mention this briefly. Some of you parents out there may have children that are on the spectrum. And if you have one of those children, then you know that you have learned, probably through trial and error, that sometimes the food you feed your child makes a difference in their behavior and in their mood. I know for my son, we tried things like gluten-free for a while and low sugar, and there are just times where we really have to balance out his diet because it makes such a difference. And that goes to the gut. The gut has a tremendous effect on many other things, and it is not widely studied. So it's not like I can say, oh, this article, this doctor, that doctor. But what I can say is trust your gut. I didn't mean to make a pun there, but it's true. Trust your gut. If you feel something is wrong and is not helping you, stay away from it. If your body feels like it needs something, give it to it. Your body is an amazing creation. It can fight off illnesses and viruses. It can make you strong and just feel great when you're giving it what it needs. So please listen to your gut, both metaphorically and literally. So, for the sake of your gut, for the sake of your family, for the sake of your toilet, and for the sake of the smell in your bathroom, please pick up a bottle of probiotics and start taking them right away. Well, that is it for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, it is a pleasure to see you. And if you cannot get to our store in Ballston Spa, that's okay because we have a website. We are at www.hhhmarket.com. Come and check us out. You know, I asked my husband when I first was dating him, oh, what's the website? I want to check it out. And he said, oh, hhmarket.com, as in HHH. And I said, oh, yeah, of course, holistic health. What is that third H for? I don't know why it's there. And I finally found out, the other day, that when they went to get the domain HH for holistic health, HH market, it was already taken. So we just threw the extra H in there. So at least we were getting our H's in. So check us out at hhhmarket.com. Now, last week, I put up my email address, and I'm going to put it up probably every week I do this. If you have any questions, any comments, anything you want me to do a video on, or you just want to chat or get some information, please email me at theladyq@yahoo.com. I will check it frequently. I'll be more than happy to chat or discuss products or really anything that you want to. I'm a pretty open person. So check us out on our website. Email me if you have any questions or comments. And be sure to tune in next week when we're going to be covering what's the one product I should buy. Have a great week.